Hello and welcome inside our award-winning locker room show sponsored by your Hampton Roads Chevy dealers. I am Adam Winkler. Megan Plain has the night off. As we navigate this sports standstill, our locker room shows have evolved into follow-up Fridays. We will rebroadcast feature stories from years past and follow up with the subject or subjects in the piece for a present-day update. Tonight, we check in on one sport that has been, for the most part, unaffected by the pandemic. Here's our story from May of last year on the esports program at Bryant and Stratton College. A regionally accredited college, Bryant and Stratton provides students with a real-world education. That journey now includes the virtual space.
Being able to help esports grow and help the program advance is just a true blessing.
Earlier this year, Bryant and Stratton becomes just the 6th college in Virginia to launch a varsity esports team, competitive, multiplayer video games.
You can love any other sport, right? Can you play it, or can you devote hours and hours of time to it to try to get better at it?
Starting this fall, a roster of 15 to 25 students, many on esports scholarships, will practice and play in this state-of-the-art esports arena, recently completed on Bryant and Stratton's Hampton campus.
And that's where we can do game reviews.
James Claiborne will be in control of the squad. He's the head coach.
We're going to work with trainers on eye-hand coordination because that's very important. We're going to have a dietitian come in 2 to 3 times a semester.
The Bobcats will compete in the National Association of Collegiate Esports. The governing body features nearly 150 colleges and universities in the U.S. and Canada. Players like Gerald McRae and Michael Johnson are the founding fathers of this program. But Coach Claiborne says it's the actual fathers and the mothers he tries to get to level up.
Getting the parents to understand, especially for your students who are just coming out of high school, this is such a foreign concept to them. What do you mean my child can play video games and get a scholarship and go to school all at the same time?
There's a lot of ground that needs to be uncovered, and I think Bryant and Stratton is taking the right steps to do that.
We're literally in the moment of technology and in the moment of gaming to where it's becoming a reality.
The virtual world is becoming more real world by the day, and you can watch it play out in an esports arena on a local college campus. All right, so the program, as we told you, launched last fall, and not only is it up and running, folks, it's up and winning. Last weekend, the Bryant and Stratton College Overwatch team finishes 8th in the TESPA Collegiate Championships. 8th place, not bad, right? What if I told you that was out of more than 1,000 teams? Bryant and Stratton's 8th place finish is the highest of any school from Virginia. It's also the program's best performance in any major tournament in its history. As you can imagine, as most sports were forced to shut down during the pandemic, esports, they played on. School officials tell us the biggest modification for Bryant and Stratton's program, the inability to use that fancy esports arena we showed you in the story, because now competitions take place at the home of each individual player. All right, that'll do it for this follow-up Friday edition of our Locker Room Show. For Megan Plain and everyone behind the scenes who helped make this one happen, I'm Adam Winkler. What do you say we do it again next week? News 3 at 11 returns with a final check on your forecast after this timeout.